great thing at rising power. However, our it is special gifts and special ability.
Hi, and for this episode, we're going to discuss the interesting turn of events this afternoon in the political scene here in the Philippines. President Rodrigo Duterte says he's going to retire from politics, and Senator Christopher Bongo files his certificate of candidacy for vice president. This is not what we're expecting, and this is not what they said in their public statements to the media, and we're going to discuss this afternoon. We are joined by our my fellow reporters here in Rappler, Pia Ranada, Bea Kupin, and Jairo Boledo. So I'll just give a quick recap of what happened this afternoon. I'm currently here at the Sofitel in Pasay, where the filing of the certificates of candidacy is being held. This is day 2, kaninang umaga. It was a slow day. I've told you that, guys. Parang mga bandang umaga, mga 5, 6 pa lang yung nagpa-file ng COCs. Pero di ba, be careful what you wish for, because bandang tanghali, we already got information that there's PSG presence here. And by 1 p.m., 2 p.m., para nagbago na yung atmosphere, para nagkakaroon na ng logistics adjustments for the potential arrival of the president. May paglalagay ng mga harang in certain areas, pag-i-inspect ng stage by the K9 dog, and paglilipat ng rostrum. And the PSG also confirmed that they have their presence here. And by 2 p.m., I think we've got confirmation from Senator Christopher Bongo that President Duterte and Bongo will arrive by 3 p.m. So what happened basically is that Senator Christopher Bongo filed his certificate of candidacy for vice president, even though we were expecting that it was President Duterte who would file his COC, given that he also accepted the nomination of PDP Laban. And Senator Bongo, for his part, said that he's not seeking the presidency, and maybe he's not lying, because he did not file a COC for president, but he instead is seeking the vice president post. And ayun nga, he said that he's going to continue the government's fight against corruption, against criminality, and that he's taking on the challenge. While President Duterte, in his short speech, said he would retire from politics after 2022. So I would like to hear your thoughts. Pia is covering Malacanang, of course, and he's been covering President Duterte for quite some time. What do you think about this, Pia?
Okay, so the first question we have to ask is, what does this development mean for 2022? What does this mean for voters? So yung unang implication
Because
dito,
right now,
may major reshuffling na naman tayo of possible presidential candidates, vice presidential candidates, because we have to remember that a few weeks ago, Duterte said in a meeting with officials that he yung in 2022, it cannot be two Dutertes running for vice president or president. Dapat isa lang because of delicadeza. And in fact, alam natin from sources that even early this year, Duterte was already told na hindi bebenta sa Filipino voters if two Dutertes, him and his daughter Sarah, were to run in the 2022 elections for national posts. So from there, we know that may ganitong deal na if Sarah runs, Bongo will not run for president, I will not run for vice president. But if I run, neither can Sarah run for a national post. So yung nangyari is, you can kind of connect the dots that if Duterte withdraws, the big question is, will Sarah now enter the race? Will she now run for president? We're not sure. May mga tweets earlier saying that Sarah just filed her COC for Davao City Mayor, and she has already publicly said she would run for Davao City Mayor. But obviously, things are not yet set in stone. There's a November substitution deadline that we're also still waiting for. And of course, October 8th is still the last day. It's still 6 days away from now. So marami pang pwede mangyari. But yun lang yung naaalala natin na context for this. And if you remember earlier, si Duterte mentioned surveys where sabi niya yun yung basis niya for backing out. Anong survey ito? Ito yung SWS survey where 60% of Filipinos said that they think Duterte's vice presidential bid is a violation of the Constitution. So supposedly yun yung reason why he's backing out. Now, do we believe that? We're not really going to say if we believe that right now, because we have to recall also that way back a few months ago, Duterte in fact said na yung VP bid niya, drama-drama lang yan. Sabi nga niya, parang pampanakot ng critics, or basically it's just so that parang there's something looming over everyone's head. And so people have thought even way before, mga analysts, mga political observers, na baka may sort of something unbelievable about his vice presidential bid in the first place. And the third thing we have to remember is that Duterte, above all, is a creature of pragmatism. He knows that Bong Go survey ratings are very low. In fact, single-digit numbers all the way till nung September Pulse Asia survey, talagang lagging behind si Bongo in the presidential race. What does this mean for Duterte? It means that yung kanyang pambato as president, who he wants to be president kasi friendly person ito who could protect him from suits in the future, might not win, right? So yung pinaka-primordial concern ni Duterte is dapat yung next president will be someone who will be sympathetic to him, who will protect him, because obviously we know that Duterte faces possibly multiple probes into his drug war, into other violations of human rights when he steps down as president. So we will have to see what will happen there. And of course, the big question nga, anong gagawin ni Sara? And si Jairo Boledo earlier sa PICC, may nakita siyang mga supporters ni Sara who were gathering there. Jairo, can you tell us more about those supporters?
Yes, Pia, speaking of, no, so we're assigned kasi here outside ng Sofitel area, and we're reporting outside here right now, literally, and binabantayan natin yung development dito sa drama na nangyayari, na nag-unfold dito sa labas ng tent ng Sofitel. So kanina after lunch, around 12:30, naka-receive tayo ng information, or nakita natin firsthand na dumating dito yung mga supporters ni Sara Duterte or ni Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. Lulan sila ng hindi bababa sa 10 mga sasakyan na may poster na Sara All. So sila, hinihimok nila si Mayor Sara Duterte na tumakbo sa pagka-presidente, at nagkaroon tayo ng short interview sa kanila. Ang sabi nila ay sinusuportahan nila si Mayor Sara, at tinanong natin sila kung ano bang tatakbuhin ni Sara. At sabi nila abangan na lang daw today, at tinanong natin sila kung darating ba si Sara today. Sabi nila abangan na lang natin. So hindi nila kinonfirm or dineny. So yun yung unang interesting na nag-unfold dito. So inintay natin sila after 3 hours. Nagpaalam kasi sila kasi daw, as per them, may bagong instruction daw sa kanila. So hindi malinaw kung saan nanggaling instruction, sa head ba nila or kung sino man or kung kanino man. And then after 2 hours, around 3:30, 3 to 4, ay nakita natin na naka-receive tayo ng information around 3 p.m. na darating nga si Senator Bongo dito sa area. So nakita natin yung PSG, yung Presidential Security Group, at least 3 vehicles yung dumaan sa harapan natin. At nakita natin after that, dumating na rin dito yung mga supporters ni Sara Duterte. Right after, wala pang 30 minutes na nasa loob sila President Duterte, at nagkagulo dito sa labas. Tinanong natin sila anong plano at anong balak, kasi sabi nila their barangay chairman from Davao City, at tinanong natin sila paano na ang magiging arrangement. Ayon sa kanila, tatakbo daw si Sara sa pagka-presidente, at hinihimok nila si Sara up until this moment, and then wholeheartedly susuportahan daw nila si Bongo bilang vice president. And it actually connects the dot with Pian na mentioned kanina na two Dutertes can't run in the national office, because sabi nila, nanggaling mismo sa bibig nito mga Sara Duterte supporters, wala na ngayon na nag-file na si Bongo at nag-retire na si Duterte, wala nang dalawang Duterte na tatakbo. So yun yung interesting na thought nila na message na sinabi nila. Binanggit din nila na tinanong natin sila, paano na ngayon na alam naman natin na originally hindi naman plano na tumakbo si Sara along with Bongo. Ayon sa kanila, si Bongo daw ay isang Duterte. Or they mean na solid Duterte si Bongo, even hindi Duterte ang kanyang apelido, ang kanyang puso, ang kanyang loyalty ay nandoon daw sa mga Duterte. So ngayon na nag-file na si Bongo, yun daw ang kanilang susuportahan bilang Vice President ni Sara Duterte. At nagpang-abot yung nagpang-abot yung convoy. Nakakatawa kasi na-capture natin yung mismong Kasi sobrang mahirap mag-speculate pero dumating sila the moment na dumating din si Duterte and then nagpang-abot sila the moment na lumabas yung convoy ni President Duterte and ni Senator Bongo, hinabol ng mga supporters ni Mayor Sara and then binaba ni Senator Bongo yung kanyang window para mag-nod doon sa mga supporters. And then tinanong natin sila, right after that, hindi na sila nagstay and then umalis na sila. So very clear right now na itong supposedly Sana All movement ay susuportahan si Bongo bilang Vice President. And I think very interesting to get the side of the PDP on this historical happening na nangyari right this afternoon. And I think Bea could give that context to us.
Oo, actually kanina 'no, parang kinukulit na nga ng media, tinatanong yung PDP Laban kung yung details, parang kailan ba 'to nangyari na parang, si Senator Bongo pala tatakbo bilang Vice President. Kung natandaan niyo 'di ba na-nominate siya, he declined it twice to be the presidential candidate of PDP Laban. But as this live actually started, nagsimula to come out yung reports that Sara Duterte filed to seek her third and last term as Davao City Mayor. We are still trying to confirm that independently, but last time I checked, local media from Davao had been reporting na she went there herself to file her candidacy. We'll confirm that after this live. So parang dagdag din yan na confusion, Pia, matatawag natin dyan, kung ano ba talaga yung plano ng mga Duterte or ng PDP Laban heading into 2022. Pero siguro gusto ko lang din i-point out, parang hours, a little bit, mga an hour or two before, unang natin na-realize na, uy, may PSG, uy, mukhang Senator Bong will be fighting today. Nag-release yung statement ng PDP Laban, reacting in essence to yung pag-file ni Senator Pacquiao yesterday, di ba, under Prom D. Now, they're saying that him filing under a different party is his abandonment of PDP Laban. In a group chat with reporters, PDP Laban also pointed out their constitution says that if a member files under a different party, I forget the specifics of the constitution, but that would lead to automatic expulsion from the party. So may ganung factor din na nangyayari. But if you're watching this, we will be confirming in a bit if Sarah had indeed filed her COC for her third straight term as Davao City Mayor. But again, I think nabanggit naman ni Pia kanina, di ba? Parang kahit na mag-file ka ngayon, marami pa rin pwedeng mangyari in between now and the deadline ng substitution. So, we'll be monitoring that as well.
So yes, definitely this is a developing story. Kumbaga hindi pa sarado yung libro, marami pang pwedeng mangyari. Actually, inisip natin na pag COC filing week, parang mas nagiging clear na yung picture kung paano yung magiging yung race for 2022. And in a way, yes, meron tayong mga kandidato na alam natin for sure na tatakbo. But at the same time, sa nangyari ngayon, it sure proves na marami pa rin questions that need answers. And this is what Rappler is going to monitor in the coming days and in the coming weeks. So please continue to watch out for these updates. So on behalf of reporters of Rappler, I'm Dwight De Leon, and this has been Rappler Recap.